Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jeff Finaccio from Design the Void. From those of you who do not know me, I play lead guitar in the group, and this is the first vlog of many more to come, I'm hoping. And tonight we're going to be hanging out. We're going to be talking about the EP, and for those of you that like scotch, I'm going to be drinking some scotch. I've got this. I got this Dewar's Caribbean Smooth rum cask finish, aged 8 years. Yeah, it's great. It's definitely different, and I do encourage you guys, for those of you that are scotch drinkers, to give it a shot. The 8 years is great, and so is the Dewar's 12 years. Love them both. Would recommend both, and they fit. They fit in a good budget. So really happy with it. Yeah, and it goes down really smooth at 11:32 at night. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe during this whole pandemic. And I know that these are crazy times, and I just want to sit here and I want to talk about metal. But I feel like everyone can use a good vlog now, from time to time, to help them through whatever they're going through. So for those of you that know, the Messages Through Lights EP has been out for a little over 2 weeks now. It released on May 21st this year. And I've got to say, I've received some positive feedback so far, so I'm really happy to see that. It's very warming to know that, even with everything going on today, you guys are out there listening to new music, finding new music, and that means a lot to us, and a lot to the community. So thank you for doing that, and thank you to anyone who has personally commented within the first few days of the EP release, letting us know your thoughts. For those of you that haven't given it a listen, it is Messages Through Lights by Design the Void, and it is streaming on all platforms. We are currently in the process of working on actual physical CDs, and there's talk of vinyl, and we'll touch that topic definitely in another vlog, and when I have some more information about it. But this EP wouldn't have been possible without the guys in the group, and it was this really just for me is my first professional release. I have spent a lot of time in other groups, and this is the first content I have out there that I've written and had produced, and it does feel really good to see that out there in the world. I checked the Spotify streams just a few days ago, and it said in the first week it got 522 streams, and I was really happy with that. That to me is a lot, so that means a lot to me. So thank you, and I'm sure it means a lot to the rest of the group as well, and they'll tell you that. So I can definitely vouch for them there. Started writing this EP in 2018, and it was supposed to be for my solo project called Glass Lounge. And it never actually amounted into that. Glass Lounge was kind of over before it had really officially started. It was a project I'd written an EP for. I had a page published for it for a while, and I wasn't really doing much with it, and I wasn't writing enough content to keep up with it. So I let it go, and I started writing new music for it, and I kind of put it away for a period of time, and and then when I had been in contact with our vocalist Jesse Isidore, I pulled that music back out, and I started writing it. Eventually finished it and wrote 2 new songs, and here we are talking about the Messages Through Lights EP. You guys that have listened to it may have noticed the sound is definitely maybe different than today's modern metal sound. It's because I was trying to go for something different. I was trying to write something much different, and I wanted to keep that modern metal sound, for the listener. I just wanted to bring other influences into it. And you know, I feel like personally, I didn't want it to be like, you know, straight metalcore, like, you know, everyone had the image of, from, I don't know, 2008 to about 2014 or so. You know, the whole metalcore scene was unfortunately pretty short-lived. And, you know, I loved the sound, but the one thing that was kind of missing for me from metalcore was shredding. And it was just gone. Not gone, but, you know, it had sort of, you know, vanished kind of, and I was, you know, I loved like the sound of bands like, you know, Attack and stuff like that, and I was like, I really want something innovative that people can listen to and kind of wrap their head around, and you know, I'm a big fan of the Algorithm. I absolutely love the Algorithm. If you guys don't know it, check it out. It's like gent electronic. It's like yeah, it's basically hard style electronic gent progressive metal. It's absolutely insane. It's so cool. And then, you know, I was listening to bands like Animals as Leaders, and I was like, if there's, you know, one thing that both these bands do right, it's that they captivate everything, like in their melodies and in their harmonies, that I really just want in my music. And, you know, I think I pulled a lot of the atmospheric aspect from the Algorithm, and I pulled a lot of, like, you know, the gent rhythms sort of kind of, you know, influence from the Animals as Leaders. So, you know, I had other influences mixed in there as well, but, you know, those two influences were huge. And they helped my writing style a lot and kind of head in the direction I really wanted to go. So, you know, we had a metal review written about us, and you know, the reviewer had stated it sounded kind of like, you know, like it brought back like that 80s sort of retro synth sound, which was really cool to hear. You know, initially when I started listening to metal, and even to like a lot of music, it was sort of, you know, obviously, like I grew up on like a lot of 80s bands. It was like, you know, Maiden and Yngwie and stuff like that. And I was really just a big shredder who wanted to kind of enter the progressive metal world. You know, I mean, I was listening to bands like Dream Theater and stuff like that, just not as regularly. And, you know, then I just really started to find that, you know, that writing style that worked. And, you know, if you guys have listened, I'm sure most of you have, and if you haven't, definitely check it out. Evan's Soul, which is the record that was released under Design the Void before the EP. So, you know, that record features a lot of deathcore. It's a lot of deathcore elements, and that is awesome. And all I wanted to do was, you know, broaden upon that kind of style, because I like the aggressiveness, and I just wanted to blend some more atmosphere with that aggressiveness. So that came to be the Messages Through Lights EP. So for those of you that haven't given it a listen, definitely check it out. For those of you that have given it a listen, thank you so much. We all appreciate it. That comes from the bottom of our hearts. And I hope that this vlog finds you guys well. And, you know, with everything we've got going on, I mean, there's definitely going to be more vlogs coming. We'll be touching on another one this week, I hope. And if you enjoyed this, definitely like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. So thanks so much for checking this out. I am Jeff Panaccio from Design the Void, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.